crank up the amp and spice up your taco bowl with a bit of cumin, because today we're sitting down for a feast of a film called Dinner in America. Kyle Gallner stars as rebellious punk freakazaoid Simon, a social outcast scraping by in the hellish suburbia of Michigan. Crossing paths with the neurodivergent outsider Patty, played by Emily Skeggs, the two form an unlikely bond the likes none have seen since oil met water. What begins an assault on the senses ends up being a heartfelt story of finding your person, standing up for what's right, and the true meaning of being punk rock. To sum it up, the movie is Tits. Is Tits good? Find out today on the Traccast.
Yeah.
This is the second Traccast episode I filmed this week.
I keep filming these things.
I swear to God, you guys weren't a part of the other one. I mean, I think Trevor was technically.
It was ethereal.
I was Bree, my beautiful, wonderful wife, was talking to me while I was fucking sleeping apparently, and I'm like talking shit about Quentin Tarantino, talking about how he's overrated, and Trevor's defending it on the other side, and I'm trying to call his ass out, and she wakes me up and she was like, "Are you trackcasting in your sleep?" And apparently I respond, "Yes." I don't remember this at all. But that's what I do for the viewers. So if you guys want to have something to listen to on the ethereal plane,
It's infesting.
you're welcome to join me in my slumber. That sounds like I'm inviting them to fuck.
Do not do that.
This isn't a call out, it's a call in.
Loyal fan base.
This Traccast is already off the rails. I will say I love it. Welcome to another episode. I would say that we are never on the rails, to be honest with you. Welcome to another episode of today's review of Assorted Cinema, also known as the Traccast. My name is Trevor.
I'm now Punk.
I'm Aref Q.
And I'm Psyop Kirshen.
This always happens. They always do a thing after I do a thing because we just jump into it.
You can start doing a thing.
No, I know, but I'm just not that smart because I'm like, what episode is it? By the way, welcome, episode number 24. I'm gonna start letting our listeners know. I know I'm doing the hosty thing, and I don't have the quick wit like you do.
You guys could probably time. Because like we come up with these on the fly, right? Because we're just super geniuses. But you could probably time the time between responses, and like try to apply a value to our neural pathways on how fast we are at cognition. You know what I mean? And then rank us like that.
So, I just think you're better at all that than I am. I don't know.
No, you're trying to keep us on track.
Well, no, I mean, to be honest, what would I be without you guys? You guys have a podcast.
You'd just be the T-cast.
Yes, but welcome to another episode of today's review of Assorted Cinema. Today we are going to be talking Dinner in America, directed by Adam Carter Remier. Thank you. Sorry, couldn't pronounce the last name. Wonderful movie. I think this is going to be one of those ones where we have to get this out of the way. Go watch this movie. Don't look up anything about it. Go into it with nothing into it, knowing it's a great movie. I think you're gonna see how much we like it when we get into the episode. But spoilers for Dinner in America. Go watch it yourself, please. But also listen to this awesome episode because we're gonna recap it for you and also chat about some really cool things that I know you can only get here at the Traccast.
What is your if we're talking about dinner in America, what's your favorite kind of leftover? Yeah, what's like a leftover that you get really excited for?
Oh, any pasta because it's easy, and I don't know, reheating pasta is always good. But I heard about the brain virus thing that you got to be really careful about.
I was about to say, I think that's as cose to a wrong answer as you can get.
I know.
I was gonna say
I'm all about
for Benihana.
Oh gosh,
I feel like Trevor brought that up one time, and
well, wait, no, hold on, pizza. What am I saying?
Pizza.
I guess
pizza,
that's like an American. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
leftover cold pizza.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Is this like traditional American type foods? Because I'm like, I'd fuck up a curry.
I think
Like
it's anything.
leftover curry is
Yeah.
so good. It's so much
Nice
better the next day.
leftover.
What's better? Yeah, I was about to say, like, what's better the next day than it is like when you make it?
Anything that has a lot of seasonings, because like the overnight seeping has a lot of it has a lot of
Yeah.
what's it
absorbs
called?
more.
Intertwining. They marry each other when it sits in the fridge overnight. It makes it like legitimately better the next day. But also, I do cook all my own food for the most part, so it could just be me being nose blind the first day, and it could just be that curry reheats well.
You're like,
But,
this shit gas.
Yeah, I know.
This shit hurts.
Ryan, what's your favorite leftover? You didn't fucking say what it was.
Leftover.
rice?
Ooh, hit me with like the mozzarella cheese bricks they got at Chili's. That shit goes unbelievably hard. After
I've
dinner.
never.
Like you
I
take
don't
it
think
home.
I've ever reheated a mozzarella stick.
I've never. Yeah, mozzarella sticks are gone before I leave the restaurant.
Yeah, like I just eat them.
There ain't no leftover.
Danielle don't like cheese, so I get 6 bricks to myself.
Well, also, wait, hold on. You're lactose, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's like the
He doesn't-
lactose.
Right? Yeah, he's yeah.
Yaku
yeah. So
gave me
what of
double
it?
lactose intolerance.
It's
You're like,
that's
is that
amazing.
gonna stop me? No.
Oh.
Just balance your chakras better. Have you tried considering balancing your chakras better?
I'm like Rock Lee. I don't ninjutsu to stop the lactose, but it's just pure will and
It's
eyebrows
pure will.
that get me
Gotta-
through.
You have to open up the gates to surpass your your
Yeah,
lactose.
like 6 gates of cheese.
I invited him.
cheese
I
gate.
invited him to Tai Chi at the Capitol Yard, but he refuses to go.
Oh, I'd love to do Tai Chi. I heard Tai Chi could change your life, bro. I need to try it sometime. It's like a movement and a meditation. Whoa.
It's like a low intensity yoga almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, where Trevor said it pretty well. It's like moving your limbs around in a way that is like meditative. It's like very low intensity cardio.
But it's supposed to like if you do it like several times a day, it's supposed to do well. The belief is that it like opens you up, like your circulatory system, so that you just help
spreads you.
everything.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's why you see so many. It's really good for older people because it's like pretty easy in your joints. The movements are pretty like easy.
There's no explosive movement.
I mean, like, and it's better than eating your dinner in America and then sitting around.
I was gonna say like
wait,
when you
say that again. Say that
No,
again?
no, no. I was gonna say that like when you listen to Tai Chi,
When you hear it,
yeah, you can't listen to like really like hard music, like
Mhm.
as opposed to you couldn't listen to like something like punk, for instance, like
psyop's not on your Tai Chi playlist.
you couldn't
Bringing it back
do
to
I don't think.
bringing it back to Tai Chi. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's so funny you're talking about punk music. That's one of the core themes of this movie that we're talking about today. That's crazy. That's crazy. Did you plan that? Hang on. Did you plan that?
Did you
segue?
just alley and did Christian just oop?
Food that I love to like reheat, like to have dinner in America.
The China Hut.
Oh wait, that is from this movie. That's right.
That is from the movie. Yeah. That is from the movie.
No, we're talking about Dinner in America, everybody.
Today we're talking about Dinner in America. Christian, you brought this movie to the table. Tell us why.
I was really racking my brain about. I was really trying to rack my brain about what to bring to the table. Honestly, all I could think about was just this movie. Like, this movie's been really on my brain recently. I discovered it somewhat recently. This is now my 4th time seeing it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the more I kept thinking about it, the more I was just like, this is a movie that deserves its laurels. It deserves some attention. It deserved some attention. It deserved its attention.
That's what he said. It deserves its yannies.
It's Laurel? No, I said Yanny.
Oh, my bad. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said.
So, but this movie's great. I wanted to show it to my friends, see what you guys thought of it. And just really quick, what did you guys think of Dinner in America? Had you heard of this movie before?
No, I didn't know about this movie until the title hit on during the movie. I had never heard of this.
I have heard there's a song in this movie. It's a key plot point I've heard that song outside of this movie. I had no, but I've never heard of the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was weird, just on Spotify or something.
That's so interesting.
It's funny because I think a big reason that this movie kind of surged a bit more in popularity is because that song became like a TikTok sound, I'm pretty sure. And
that
it was after, and people were like, well, what's this from? You know, and it really blew up. And then it kind of gave a bit of a mini second life to this movie, because this was an unfortunate result of the pandemic. This movie premiered at Sundance in 2020. Then everything shut down, so it couldn't get a theatrical release. A few theaters, like 2 years later, I want to say, it made like no money. It made like $20,000, I think, at the box office.
It was super popular down here because that's where I heard about it. Or at least like it was popular among like film people, you know, where I'm living around in LA.
It was a critical
hell.
darling, but it didn't get a lot of good publicity.
And listener, it really is a critical darling. When I said like I really think you should watch this movie, like I really think, listener, you should watch this movie. Like it's a special one. I really do think it's a special one.
Because it's a movie I think that surprises you how much you kind of like it like grows on you, if that makes any sense.
It's weirdly like watching a flower bloom and wilt at the same time, but it's beautiful. It's great. But like I feel like I'm hyping it up way more than like the movie probably wants me to. Like I don't know how to like just like say that. It's kind of strange like that, but I really liked this movie a lot. It's really cool. I'm excited to get into it.
I don't want to sound like a 90-year-old person. They don't make movies where it's just a tight story, like events happen. It's just event after event after event, and like now everything's like planned out to have like 2 or 3 movies, and stupid like shit that they try to drop before, and then it doesn't do well, and then they shaft the whole project. So it's just like an incomplete story to begin with.
What's so funny about that is that like when the movie starts, like it goes through the production companies, and there's like 12. There's like 12 like production companies that worked on this, which like, I mean, evident of indie movies. Yeah. Some indie movies just end up that way because there's a lot of hands in it, but like, which I mean, you know, to great result for this. And man, I'm just Christian. I knew this was special to you and you brought it here to the council. So take our listener through Dinner in America.
The movie starts off kind of just like a hard cut to Kyle Gallner drooling at a table. My first impression when I was watching this, I was like, oh, he's maybe in like a mental hospital or something, or he's like he's being checked on by these like aides or whatever. And they keep being like, oh, you know, what's your scale of pain on 1 to 10? And they do this kind of cool thing with the sound where like he's clearly, it's like very tinny like to him, so it's the audio is kind of like faded. And what we learn from this scene is that he plays this guy named Simon, and he is currently trying to get some money. We don't know why, but he's trying to get money by enrolling in a drug trial.
Let the man just like poke and prod at him for a couple bucks.
Give him pills
for some scratch.
Exactly.
It's hard knocks.
Exactly. There's even a funny line where one of the like trial people is like,
yeah,
oh,
dude, and like, wish you were in the placebo group. And the girl that he sits across, like they don't look good. It's like whatever they took is not healthy. It's not helping them whatsoever. Totally incapacitated.
They're drooling. They're out of their minds.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, she's like horned up.
You immediately get the tone of the movie with them just drooling in the camera. She's doing a little sexual innuendo with the food that they give them towards him. And this kind of sets up the kind of theming of the movie or I guess kind of thematic element of dinner, having a nice meal with people because they're feeding them lunch or dinner or whatever. And so after this, he vomits all over this food. He's like having a bad reaction. It cuts, and he's perfectly fine, you know, after, and he's talking to the head of the trial. He doesn't give him the money that he was offered. Simon is like, "What the hell is this? Like I signed up to do the trial. It said, you know, however much money it was, exactly,
yeah,
or 175 maybe." Because I can't believe they're paying him that much in the 90s. 175, I could.
The guy's like, well, you dropped out. You didn't do the full trial, so you don't get the full money.
That makes me angry. Which, rightfully so.
That shit pisses me off.
Like introduced to how our character reacts to the world around him.
Yeah, we get a really good picture of how Simon is. He is
he's punk
just
rock.
The angriest boy in the world. He is.
Punk doesn't have to be violent, but Simon does have anger issues.
He has
That's his
anger
character.
issues for sure, yeah. But like he's not like
Yes,
angry,
yes.
but I mean here he's obviously angry, but like rightfully so. Like that's kind of the thing. Like you're going through the world with Simon, and he is rightfully angry, and it's like a great door to kind of empathize and sympathize right in Simon's shoes.
He is the most pissed off man.
So then he gets kicked out of the trial, or he leaves, and as well as the girl that was there with him. And she's like, "Oh, you got kicked out too. All right, Hey, you wanna come home for family dinner?" Like, it's all very like it was giving me shades of like Napoleon Dynamite kind of.
Yeah,
like, just
it's
in terms
vibes.
of, like, the very like Midwest matter of fact, just like because she's like, "Oh, you want to come for dinner?" Like, my mom makes a good
It's like,
meal.
sure.
And, yeah, also, I'll suck your
Meal
dick.
sounds nice.
Like, it's all just very like
It's embodied by the still shot where it's like a pretty wide shot and nothing's interesting is happening in the background besides the two characters in the foreground, right?
Motherfucker's flat.
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah, exactly.
This takes place in Michigan, and it's it's very flat, and small town for sure.
and between how she's talking to him and like the innuendo that she does, like it really sets up the movie as this kind of like
Yeah, I mean, it's reminiscent of like those like kind of I don't know, like I want to say punk because I don't have a better word, but like just those like the movies that in the early '90s that are about kind of like.
Yeah.
I don't want to say youth
in your
either because our two protagonists in this film are college aged. So I'm kind of like, that kind of thing where it's like they go to school, but this is at school. It's like more small town and like the characters are just like overblown, but for like to be a character. However, all the situations that end up happening are kind of like real and relatable in a lot of ways.
And then we cut to him. He's like, all right, we don't know a lot about him. He seems like maybe he's like a drifter, or
And he obviously doesn't want people to know too much about him too.
He's really bad at it.
yeah. We get the first kind of like dinner, one of many dinners in the country of America. I like this scene a lot. Like, obviously this kind of sets up like a bigger kind of stakes raising throughout the rest of the film. I really like this setup because I think the family that he interacts with in this kind of encapsulates the kind of like world that we're in, like suppressed suburbia. Like the dad is just like overly obnoxious and like racist. he's like saying racial slurs at the TV, and his like stupid son with
The son looks like a diabolical boat salesman.
Well, I bet the girl that like brought Simon to her house, like her mom starts giving Simon the eye like during dinner while they're talking, and Simon starts giving this like this is the spiel where he gives about Tanzania. That's later on, but he kind of gives like obviously fake story about his family, very very little kind of details and stuff like that, and the mom is eyeing him the whole time.
She likes what she sees.
Yeah, she's like, she's a little repressed, you can tell, or that's what the movie's trying to get across.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I like his hair. He's like mysterious, and Which, by the way, the mom in this scene, played by Leah Thompson from Back to the Future.
That's so funny.
Like Marty McFly's mom.
I did not
from
connect
Back
that.
to the Future. She kind of seduces him, and they have a very awkward scene in another room where she puts on like a record. This is like weird song, and she's just like dancing in front of him, and it's so dry humor, kind of uncomfortable. Like I don't know, it tickles my
well, he also goes outside like while she's
way.
like trying to like.
Well, this is where he pours out the gasoline.
Because that's the thing. The girl's like, oh, meet me downstairs, in the basement. And he's like, okay, we'll do. But then he goes outside to like have a smoke, and he finds the gasoline can. Unprompted, which is like so me when I'm playing a video game, by the way, and I see a gas can. Like, I'm like, okay. I grab the gas can and see what I can do in a video game with it. You guys ever do that?
I fire at it, yeah.
Yeah, like a red gas can. It was like that kind of like, like the halo around like the police officer's gun meme where it's like, oh, let me just grab that, and
That's my tax dollars. I should grab that.
What would you do? You grab a gas can and all of a sudden, and then in the top right corner of your screen, It says, use the gas can to pour it on the lawn.
But the officer, the objective said so.
You're like, what?
Hold the left on the D-pad. That's what the games, like,
doing
violence
my
for
best.
games was. They were, like, all scared that we'd start grabbing gas cans and, like, throw them around.
Yeah,
and
kids
shoot
would
'em.
start saying UI.
What if you grab the gas can and then it disappeared and a little prompt came up? It says, now in your inventory, gas can. You're like, what? Where's my inventory? But no, so he goes back inside and then the mom is like, and she's trying to like dance and seduce
All
him
strange
all,
like.
all
They do.
weird like. But they do start making out.
Well,
They start making
uh-oh.
out. She's all up on him.
The girl comes back upstairs.
Mom,
What are you doing with my mom?
The girl comes back and she's like, Mom.
Yeah, she does. She says, you always
she
do
also
this.
says, you always do this.
There's a lot of
There's so many
freaking
good like
one-liners.
lines.
Oh
in
my
this movie.
goodness.
There's so many good like little lines.
I drive crazy.
Yeah, I drive fucking nuts.
I drive
But,
fucking nuts.
But so she screams, and then the dad and the brother come in. And they're like, "What's going on in here?" And then the mom immediately is like, "He tried to take advantage of me," like just to turn the narrative.
she's telling stories, Mike.
She's telling stories. It's a great one. It's
telling
so
stories.
good.
She's telling stories.
She's off the juice. That's the juice talking.
she's on the juice. They have a fun little.
Oh
like,
yeah, this is really
Three
good.
Stooges
Yeah,
chase
it's-
around the
it's
house.
pretty-
He picks up.
Yeah, he picks up the
That's a
turkey.
grown
He picks
man.
up the turkey and chucks it at the kid. Yeah.
Grown ass man.
The
Yeah, but he
grown
does
ass
look like a
man.
kid.
Yeah, it's a grown ass man dressed up as Augustus Gloop.
This is my younger brother.
Yeah.
I was like about to say I could throw a football over the mountains. In this chase, Simon like jumps out the window of the front house, like over where he poured the. Wait,
Well, he takes a chair and throws it through the bay window. To which the dad goes, "He broke my bay window."
as he does that, then he like throws the match on the
And then, yeah.
bushes, and
He is a cigarette.
oh, cigarette. That's right.
Cigarette.
He looks all cool.
lights their lawn on fire. He looks like a freaking cool guy, dude. He looks freaking cool.
And
What a
there's a
well-shot
shot of
movie,
him
too.
through the
They
flames.
did have some great
Looks
shots.
like a demon. He
My
looks
bay
like
window.
my bay window.
I think we're introduced to our next protagonist. Yeah,
Hard cut.
Patty.
Hard cut to woman sitting on bench.
Our freaking hero.
Patty, lovable Patty. She's just eating a sandwich. Honestly, the goat.
And mind you, listener, minding her own business, unprompted. She's
She's
just
waiting to
sitting
go
there.
to work.
Just a nice day.
She's just sitting there. I don't think she has a line for like
I don't think she talks
10
until we go
minutes.
to her work.
These two. I can only
Yeah.
call them 80s bullies.
It's
Yeah,
80s
Mike and
bullies,
Josh
Mike
from
and Josh from
Challengers.
Challengers, but
Yes.
they're also in college because they make that pretty apparent like early on.
They're in college. And they're also John Waters characters.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
like
They're
just
like
poking
Pink
and prodding
Flamingos
for no
extras.
good reason. I guess just to punch down. Well, they have a reason. And, sexually harass. Let's be.
Yeah, they're ruthless to her.
Yeah, they sexually harass her verbally through
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
they
saying
sexually-
a bunch
yeah,
of,
they're, like,
just fucked
sexually
up shit
harassing
about
each other.
what she likes, what she's into.
Yeah.
So it's apparent that they have history, but like not any so much as to like, oh, I know you, you know me. They just like bully her.
They just pick on her because she's like autistic. She's, I guess, high functioning autistic.
It's pretty apparent like early on that she obviously has like some sort of social learning and learning disability.
This was kind of an impression that I got kind of on multiple watches of this. Like, I always like to try to think of like what like the backstory for these characters that they might have been thinking of, or the director was maybe thinking of, and like the impression I get of this town is like it's such this small town that like everybody kind of knows each other, or like most everybody. The impression I got was that these two, I can only call them fuckheads, have been harassing
Oh, yeah.
her.
Yeah,
You
children.
know, in a multitude of ways,
Definitely.
probably since they were in school. Like they probably all went to school
And
together,
have always picked on her.
And-
Yeah.
and they just pick on her because it's easy. You know, she's the outcast, she's the outsider, and they're just
Well, so
fucking
she gets on the bus, they
horrible
bully her
human
more.
beings.
They have girlfriends, and it's like this funny thing.
Yeah.
It's like they're making out like cartoonishly, and like when they're on there with like her girlfriends, they're like, "What are you looking at, Arsler?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my gosh. And she's on her way to her job, yes, where she works at the pet
Again,
store.
yeah, they
to
work.
and
Yeah,
her
the pet
boss it's very apparent, just treats her also like shit. Like, just does not treat her as a, human person. Just starts, what's the thing? He, like, tells her that, like, the cats need to be washed because they, like have stuff all over them, or they
shit on themselves.
Well, one of them took a shit in the pit. Yeah, one of them took a shit in the pit, and now they all rolled in it.
Yeah.
And they gotta be, like, golden ready or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck.
And it's not a great job.
Yeah, we gotta make them shine, yeah.
Should I get soap from the bathroom? And he's like, no!
We need shampoo!
It's basically just following her throughout her day. She's on her lunch break.
It's setting up again, more of the world building of, how crazy surreal this suburbia.
I can watch her.
That would
just,
be
like,
such a funny. Oh my gosh!
Stuff, like for like 3 hours.
So funny.
She's
honestly.
so good. Yeah.
And it does a good job of setting up like the state of this town. Like it's very clearly like run down, like
suburban decay.
Urban decay, but also giving us a good insight into Patty's character in the sense that she's not fazed by anything. She's more fascinated probably than anything by the world around her. Like, well, obviously, like the harassing bullies like bother her, but she just kind of deals with it. She's just kind of like a wall. Like she's just try to ignore it or whatever.
She doesn't have street smarts, and that's very evident because
she's very sheltered.
Right after like her work scene, we get introduced to like her family because we get another dinner in America scene where it's discovered that like she wants to go to this concert and her family like immediately shuts it down, and the family vibes here again is like the dad seems like he, I don't know, like just like has like a really fucked up basement, or maybe like has like a huge Lego basement. It's either one of those two. The mom definitely like doesn't, feel like she's like fully like, I don't know, like all like she's nice, but I mean she's, obviously kind of like, oh yeah, ho hum, like, this is kind of it. And then
life is boring.
We also meet Patty's brother, Kev, who we find out later is adopted, but hang on to that. That's going to be important later. He's adopted. Yeah, strap yourselves in. He's adopted. You don't find that out until later, but that's kind of the most important thing about him.
Yeah, and he's just kind of a moody teenager. He's just like a...
But that's the thing is like she asks to go to this concert, and they're like, oh no, you can't go because of the strobes. And she's like, oh, there's not going to be strobes. It's a punk concert. They say, no, you can't go because, it's just going to be bad for you. And it's obviously clear that she's been sheltered, definitely for her whole life, that like she hasn't really gotten to do the things that she's wanted. And the people around her have all been putting her into this box. And it goes all the way up. It goes from these bullies that harass her at the bus stop and, her family and her work,
I think a really key kind of element to like showing like Patty throughout her day here too is like how she's not seen by everybody around her in a myriad of ways. Like the bullies harass her sexually and call her slurs and all this stuff, and they're horrible. Her boss doesn't treat her with any kind of respect. And her family, like I think
they're well-intentioned people for sure.
Good, well-meaning people. But they clearly
she's obviously in her
she can't,
20s
and handle
19,
herself.
I think
like they
19. And I mean, that's the thing is like when you're 19, you definitely, if you haven't done things yourself, you want to do things yourself, or at least, do new things that you've never done.
And she's not incapable, but they treat her like she is. And because it's this kind of small repressed town, and
and it's a classic case of like person who learns in a way that's atypical, right? Being left behind literally, and not having stuff be like changed to accommodate for their needs, which is super sad. Right. So you kind of see her being this bud, as Trevor puts it. Yeah. This like flower bud. She's like she's yearning to like learn, right? That's why she's watching shit and like watching the homeless person take a shit in the alleyway. It's because she's just trying to observe the outside world.
Yeah, her parents are scared suburban parents too. They're like horrified of everything.
I think the reason why I related it to a flower is solely because of Patty. Like, like she is the flower of the movie for sure. And like, I want to take the viewer through kind of the next scene that happens carefully here because it's kind of important. But I don't know. Help me out.
we get this whole day of her just frustrations and just how her life is, and we see how she deals with it, and she deals with it by
To her favorite fucking band. She plays this cassette. Oh, and it's obvious that she has like several cassettes. She made these herself. This was not like she bought this at a store. Like she recorded this. She was able
they're an
to
underground punk group.
Yeah, totally underground, and she was doing this all herself.
and she has like I mean everyone in this movie is fantastic, but like especially huge shout out to Emily Skeggs, because her just scene of just moshing is just
Amazing acting from Kyle Gardner and Emily Skeggs, but just like give her the Oscar, like for real. Like she just amazing acting across the board.
and she moshes out, and then she this is an important part, but she lands on her bed, and we don't see it. It's kind of cut off camera, but she's very clearly pleasuring herself, one might say.
And she's allowed.
And
She's jerking her peanuts, bro.
yeah, she is.
It's
She is.
Dinner America,
And
goddammit.
and we love that.
Like, but that's another kind of it's showing another way that she's
Yeah.
been repressed. Like she hasn't had the sexual exploration that she's desired because the people around her have always put her in a box.
I mean, even the way she's dressed, bro. Like the clothes they buy for her, she looks like a fucking 6-year-old.
At the end of the movie, when you can see her, gain a lot more independence, and her attire changes at the end of the movie for sure. Aref.
And yeah, Trevor clued in on that too. Like the like she's dressed in a lot of American kind of aesthetic stuff. Like she's wearing like an American like flag blouse, I think, in this first scene. She's later wearing like a New York City shirt with like what is it? It's like a 9/11 memorial shirt or something. Isn't that what it was?
It's a 9/11 memorial shirt, and it just says, oh my gosh, what does it say? It's like in puff yellow letters. I think it just says New York,
just says
and it's
New
just
York.
red, and it's just like a very beautiful looking skyline. But it's like all puff, like kind of print, and I really dug that. I loved her attire, but
that is like a visual representation, I think, of like this like middle America kind of shaping her into
Yeah.
what it
that's the
wants
whole
her
thing.
to be. Kind
So,
of, you know what
like,
I mean? Like
the man keeping her down, dude. Because like that's that's another thing. Like I think one thing is that punk becomes relevant in this movie, very very relevant. It's super relevant in this movie. Obviously, it's what the movie's about in a lot of ways. But like that's the thing is like the punk is always about anti the man, but like
It's counterculture.
right. But it also goes to show that the man isn't just the society you live in. It can be the people around you that believe in certain ideals or things that maybe you don't necessarily believe in or want to do, and that sort of thing. And that's punk. That is punk. One key thing that happens here is as she's pleasuring herself, she takes a photo of her lower quadrants and a Polaroid photo of her peanuts.
Polaroid.
And this is important. This is important, and my hosts will know why. This one she stuffs into her stuffed animal. I just want to make sure that order is apparent. That just because that'll make sense later.
he puts it there, and we're just like, oh, okay.
Back to Simon.
We cut to Simon again, and he's trying to cash the check.
This is where when we were watching it, I was like, this is kind of like that one movie with Michael Douglas, where he's just like all these like really kind of like mundane / like also like really annoying things happen, but he gets rightfully angry. Although in that movie it gets fucked up, but that's the point. In this one, it's like more punk rock and fun.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that movie called? Michael Douglas. Falling Down? Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, never seen it myself. I don't really know what it's about. I just know I've just seen the clip where he gets angry at McDonald's.
I've never seen it too. Maybe it'll be a future track. Maybe that's a.
Oh my god, it could be a future track. Oh man, I heard it ruined his career.
Well, because that'd be a fun topic too. Because I think that's a Joel Schumacher movie.
Oh, interesting.
Just his filmography.
We'll put a track pin in that. Simon is cashing in his check, and the lady's like, "Can I get a second form of ID?" And he's like, fuck you, no." And she's like, And he's like, "Your psychological warfare ain't gonna work on me," because it is. Like, that's all it is. And
I'm gonna get you fired for discrimination.
Literally, and like then it cuts because like he does get the check because he does kind of like scare her enough to get the money, but like it is kind of fucked that he had to fight her for it because she was just like not liking his vibe, like genuinely. It's like, but like
yeah, and this is money he earned fair and square.
This is my thing with this kind of issue here because like I feel like maybe people will see this scene and they still won't like the movie yet, right? and here's the thing: is like I think Simon is a unlikable protagonist in all sense of the word. I think what he is honest, and that's the reason why you hang on to him through the movie, and all the things that happen around him just feel like honest reactions to the news and the things that's happening around him, just like, you know, times 10, obviously. Unfiltered is great. That's a great freaking word.
I'll say unfiltered.
Yeah, thank you.
Unfiltered.
He doesn't
That's the best.
but
word.
he's also stuck in his ideals and what he believes.
Totally. Oh, totally.
He's firm stuck on that.
He doesn't conform
constantly
to the like American suburban, like suppress everything, keep it, you know, keep the peace, keep up, you know, like I just want to live in truth, and just, you know, and if that pisses you off, then, you know, fuck you or whatever. But then we kind of go about his day now, and his day involves buying drugs.
Yeah, well, is it the safety deposit box first or then the drugs?
I think he goes to his
Either way.
PO box. He goes to his PO box and he
goes to a PO box and he gets letters. And he's obviously getting like these letters, and they all seem the same. It's like handwritten. It says John Q on them, and he's just taking them like as if he knows what they are, puts it in his backpack, goes about his day.
And then he goes to his drug dealer friend, who he's buying drugs off of him so that he can sell them.
Trying to make some scratch.
Yeah. And kind of and again, what I like about this movie a lot too is that it rewards a second viewing, because the more you start to learn about the characters, the more little stuff will be like, oh, that makes sense. Like when he's at
I noticed a lot on my second viewing. Yeah.
So like obviously we'll just say it now, but like Simon is a musician.
Yes.
He when he's at the drug dealer's house, the drug dealer's like, hey, this guy left all this like musical equipment for me. Like, how much is it? And Simon knows a lot. He's like, oh, this is like really expensive. Like, you can get a lot for this, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
it's primo stuff.
Well, and it's like, it's old stuff too. It's apparent, but he like obviously it's quality, and he likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it's a little thing. Like, they don't draw too much attention to it, but it's enough that you're like, oh, like I wouldn't expect him to know about that.
Yeah.
So then he kind of goes about his day. He goes to the arcade where he sells drugs to the community.
He's providing a service.
That's true. That's true. It has the local arcade.
Not for a decade. Not for a decade.
And then he's just kind of walking around town, and currently now he is wanted by the police for arson, for setting fire to that family's house, or at least
they obviously want revenge.
And assault, yeah, because now
True.
He has like a literal like cowboy One Piece like bounty poster, like $5,000.
Yeah, he does.
And we have a scene where a cop spots him, and then he tries to run away. He runs through like a furniture store and tries to evade the cop. He does evade the cop, and this is finally where our characters intersect. Patty is eating lunch. Or is hanging out outside the pet store where she works in the alley, and Simon is on like a fire escape, like hiding from the police. She sees him, she sees the cop, and he like motions to her like, be quiet, like don't say anything, and she complies. She doesn't give him away. She's not a snitch.
He also like has an air of like, well, I don't really even know what's going on, so I'm just gonna keep eating my sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great. Love Patty.
Patty does recognize him. She goes, "Oh, you were in my music appreciation class at our JC, at our junior college."
Hint.
So they have a bit of they don't have a past. They just had a class one time, but
they somewhat know each other.
There's a bit of familiarity there.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, you remember?" He's like, "Yeah, the teacher threw a stapler at you or something."
Yeah.
And Simon sees this opportunity. He sees her and is like, "Hey, you know what? You know, you got a place I can crash. You know, I can kind of stay. You know." And he's gonna try to use her house as a hideout from the police, because now they're looking for him.
And I don't know, like at this point for you guys, but like Simon still felt very unsafe for me in the first viewing.
Because all he's done is burn someone's house and then like gaslight everybody.
I mean, like, I kind of like the guy because he's like speaking the truth, but I'm like, whoa, don't hurt her, leave her alone.
Exactly, like she's been shown to be incredibly vulnerable. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: he does ask, "Do you have a place I can crash?" And she takes him to her house.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of key to the situation. I do want to make that clear.
She does, yeah.
Jar is the key to this.
Yeah.
And
Right.
he's the key to Simon's the key to all.
Jar is the king of all.
So yeah, no, this scene I think is I think core to their dynamic and how their dynamic kind of evolves, because this is
and mind you, she also gets fired from the pet store.
She did get fired, yeah.
And you find that out and he rightfully gets pissed because the excuse was that Michigan
she has Dookie on her smock.
So sorry.
Yeah, no.
Minimum wage is going up.
And so Patty takes him back to her house, and everyone's gone. Everyone's out right now. And this is a scene where it really shows how much he has met his match. He is an unstoppable object, and she isn't the immovable.
Oh yeah, and it gets to him early on.
He keeps just yapping away his way, but she will be like, I'm not with you. Like, I'm not on the same page as you. I'm in the same book, not on the same page necessarily.
Like, why do that?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why would you do that?
You're being weird.
There's so many good lines. Like, comes in smoking, and she's like, "Oh, you can't smoke in here. My dad's allergic."
No, it's so funny because later on he just starts sneezing so hard later on.
And the dad's like,
oh, God, dude, this is a really interesting scene. Oh my gosh.
And Simon is just antagonizing her. He's like, "Oh, is that your brother? He looks, F slur. He looks like a, gay or whatever." Yeah. And like, "Oh, your mom is like a lesbian.
He's not homosexual."
Her facial expressions there is so fucking funny. She's
very matter of fact.
He's not
and he can't do it. He can't take it. He's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" He's like, not getting it. She's not getting it.
Okay. Like, whatever. He's like, "You got anything to drink?" And she's like, "Well, we got milk. We got cherry juice box. We got." He's like, "You don't have beer?" And he's like, "No, my dad's allergic to beer."
Cherry juice box.
Repressed.
He tried to kind of like he's coming on to her very aggressively. He's very like, "Oh, you brought me back to the house, because you want me. You want, He's like trying to like come at her like that.
Yeah, he says, "Why did you bring me to your house?" Because he wasn't necessarily expecting to be brought to like a family home.
Yeah.
But he's playing kind of with her at her house, and it's like, then he kind of drops like the whole facade of like, "Okay, why did you bring me to your house? Like, why would you take me somewhere so personal, a stranger?" And she was just like, "Well, this is where I live."
Yeah.
Hey, you asked me to.
She's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's like getting all close on her, very, very uncomfortable wise. And
I think I know why you wanted me here.
And then and she has a good line where she's like, you need to relax.
Yeah, you need to take it down a notch. Because everyone says that to her. That's what her family says, is like the put it in the box.
Yeah, fries in the bag, sir.
Yeah, they're like you need to take it down a notch. Like that's like their like code for like stop.
Yeah, like, hey, take it easy. Yeah, take it easy.
This is but as they're very, very close.
And then the mom comes home and is like, "Oh, Patty, hello." And then
are you ready for
let's get ready for second dinner now. Now it's our second.
Yeah, let's get ready for. Are you ready for dinner in America 2?
Well, this is dinner 3.
Yeah, this is dinner 3.
This is dinner 3. You're right.
Dinner America 3.
Dinner 3 America. So there, and there's just, I don't know, like it's just we can't just like keep.
It's a funny scene.
This line is so, because like the whole script is just fantastic.
It's a funny scene. Every dinner scene is very important because, like, not only are you learning things about the characters, but like they're just surreal, weird, funny, scenes that just happen, like that just color the movie very well.
Encapsulate like the kind of the awkward family dinner, I don't know. It's
But at this dinner, it's important to know that Simon gives away doesn't give away. Sorry, Simon makes up a story. His family's living in Tanzania, and he's here kind of spreading the Church of Jesus Christ, and he's also like kind of like a missionary in ways, and he's kind of this vagabond character. He's being very elusive and saying this story about Tanzania. And they're buying it. Everyone's buying it.
Like, yeah, a guy that looks like him.
Well, Kevin's not buying it. Kevin's calling bullshit right away.
Heidi's even like, "Oh yeah, Kevin has a top bunk. Like he can stay there." And Kevin's like, "What the fuck is happening? Like you're letting this stranger?" Because the parents like, yeah, okay, why not? Like, why doesn't he stay? Like,
He's a
that's
missionary.
fine.
He's a man of God.
But that's so. This is the thing is that
sure.
earlier when they were talking about her family in the house, that's when it's revealed that Kev is adopted. Simon at this point, says, "Well, hey, we didn't do a grace for dinner. Can I, like enough about me. I let's do a grace for dinner." And he does this whole grace while he's doing it, and he says about, Patty's brother, and the reason that, Kev, his name's Kevin, is so high strung is because, he just is thinking about his birth parents and he doesn't know he's adopted. So then when that happens, he goes like, what? And then there's like a whole, fight that kind of happens, but we go hard cut Simon and Patty in Patty's room, and she's not even phased. She doesn't even care. She's just like, oh, okay, so what did you want to do
Kevin's
now?
Gonna be real upset. Or
Kevin's
upset.
gonna be really, but
Hey.
Simon's like, oh, he'll be fine. You guys are a good family. Everything's fine. But there's
I just love the screeching you hear and the other
You can't
the
suppress that. You got to tell the kid.
you have to know.
But he does it in such an aggressive way where it's like, well, you can have a bit more.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm not sure if it's in this scene, but he mentioned something about he mentions it to Kev later on when they have a little one-on-one later. But he says that he has it good here, and I think that that's just another thing of just how Simon brings out honesty. He is honest himself, but then he kind of brings out honesty in other people. And we're gonna get there because I feel like I don't want to give up the ghost too yet before we really say why. But there are at this point moments where you're still okay, he's cool, but what is his plan with Patty? What the heck is going on here?
And just really quick too before we move on, because I hadn't even really thought about this until now, just us talking about it. I think his kind of talk with Kevin and his feelings towards Kevin in terms of when
they smoke on the roof.
When they smoke on the roof later.
A whole side quest happens with Simon in between this.
Yeah.
He ambushes him in the room when he comes back.
I feel like his relationship with Kevin and means a lot more when we start to understand Simon's backstory, where he comes from. And I almost feel like he kind of sees a bit of himself in Kevin and almost wants him to not go down kind of the same path, if that makes any sense.
And it's not apparent on a first watch.
It's not, no.
Not little things like that.
They're in Patty's room and she's like, you say that you owe me a favor for letting you stay here. And he's like, yeah. And she goes, well, I want you to take me to the Alliance concert on Saturday. And he's like, you would like the Alliance
concert that her parents would take her to.
You would want to see the Alliance. They're all those sellout posers. We don't know what kind of genre they do, but it seems like it's some kind of poppy kind of punk.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's the 1975.
Something like that. Yeah.
You think so?
Fall Out Boy.
Current Fall Out Boy. And she goes, well, no, I don't want to see the Alliance. I want to see the Alliance because PsyOps is playing for them. And he's like, no. What the fuck? What? There's no fucking way. And he's like, no.
There's no fucking way PsyOps would play for a band like the Alliance.
Yeah, he starts fucking spiraling.
No, it's true. I love PsyOps. They're my favorite band.
Here's the flyer.
Here's the flyer. And she's showing him these are all the cassettes I made.
He fucking
yanks
it.
Yeah, he ran into a super fan.
He's like, I wore out the tape on Dinner in America, which is one of their songs. Haha, wink, wink.
And he's like, Dinner in America, and he's like, wait a second, you like the PsyOps?
Yeah, you?
She's like, yeah, I love them. Listen.
And she's like, I actually have a secret. I have been sending love letters to the lead singer of PsyOps named John Q. And that's when if you start to remember the letters that Simon was getting, you're like, oh no.
And he panics.
That's right, listener. Simon is John Q, aka the front runner of
PsyOps.
Arsonist, wanted man, PsyOps singer.
But the thing I love about this is that it's only a revelation for the listener. Because there's still information that both of them have that still isn't known to them.
Mm-hmm.
And also isn't known to us. This movie is so good. Movie is so good.
And the movie does a really good job of sprinkling breadcrumbs of this reveal, but not having
PsyOps.
It be overt. It's
subtle PsyOps. Literal PsyOps.
So you're like, oh my god. And so he freaks out he runs to the bathroom and is like, I'll be out in a minute. I don't know. And then she's like, oh, I'll leave some toilet paper here for you. And then
he sneaks out like through the very small door or window.
He fucks off. He runs out into the night. He's trying to find another place, but there's a cop car out front of it. So he tracks down where his other bandmates are, and they're at this diner. And he's like, "Which one of you fuck set this up?" Like, and he's really mad at them for setting up.
Being real pissed.
The band like whole thing isn't like. It's kind of a B plot that does become relevant later, but like the key thing here to really know is that like he thinks that somebody sold him out because he gave up one of their one of his crash pads. His bandmates are also trying to like get opportunities for like a recording studio exec to like come and see PsyOps, and obviously that's not quite the direction that Simon wants to take things in. He wants to make things kind of be organic and play smaller shows with fans.
I mean, that's the key here is he feels like playing for the Alliance and selling out to a record company would be inauthentic, and he wants his music to be authentic.
And obviously some of his bandmates are just like, we're just in it for the money.
It's like, no, dude, we're trying to fucking do something with this.
We just want to make some fucking money, dog.
They're in a situation where someone has ownership of their masters. So
right.
And this is why Simon.
But at the same time,
been burnt before,
right? And that's why, and Simon was at the testing place, and he's been trying to get all this money
to get their drugs and get the word out or whatever. But his bandmates are.
But the thing is that none of his bandmates seem like they're doing anything to even help, though, other than the Alliance show, which like seems like a sellout.
Yeah.
Like they didn't try any other thing with him or like help him out in any sort of way. Like why weren't they all testing?
He's like, I'm literally giving my blood to these fucking vampires to like, what are you doing? And he Kyle Gallner is so funny in this movie. He's just constantly yelling, and he just brings so much energy. And it's so fun. It's so fun to watch. I don't know.
He's having a yelling battle with the owner of the diner.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Every time they're like, he's in a public place eating, he always will start a fight with somebody else across the way.
Well, he just harasses women across the restaurant. That's his signature.
To be fair, a lot of them are looking at them to begin with.
Well, you're screaming at people. You're screaming at people.
Literally. And so he also shows his bandmates that the reward has gone up $5,000, and then he kind of jokes like, oh yeah, oh, I could be sold out, and
I wish I could turn myself in.
Yeah, nobody would do that. Hint, hint, wink, wink. It's time for Simon to go back because he doesn't really have any other alternatives. So he goes back to Patty's house. And this kind of cute thing happens where he opens the door. He steps over this stack of toilet paper.
It's a pyramid of toilet paper.
She thinks he's sitting for like an hour and a half.
That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that she genuinely thinks that he has some stomach issues and just needs to keep cleaning, and it's so nice. Then this is the scene when he gets back. That's when Kev attacks him, and then he ends up saying, you have it good here, just relax and just smoke some weed or whatever. And Kev's like, you have weed?
Marijuana?
So yeah. So then they actually smoke, and it actually totally changes their relationship through the movie, and that's evident later on. We'll put a pin there.
They have
it's great.
And he's like, it's funny, he's like, Kev, this is your solution. You take 1 gram of that a day. You smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be on your way.
So the next day, Patty is supposed to be looking for a new job because she got fired from the pet store. And Simon basically
let go.
Yeah, but Simon takes it upon himself to help her out.
Yeah, but I think this is when she tells him that she hasn't been paid for 2 weeks.
We gotta go back there and demand, you get your money back. So they get on the bus to go into town.
Before this, though, I do want to say they do play a little game of basketball, and this
that's her request.
Yeah, she does want to play some b-ball in the middle of the day, and you start to really see how Simon really kind of is the one person in this movie who treats her like a normal...
He digs her.
they see each other.
He doesn't talk down to her. All the conversations are straight. You know what I mean?
He doesn't sugarcoat anything for her.
Yeah, and then like he doesn't like. And she has an issue with like figures of speech, right? Like euphemisms, and she'll ask him like, "Oh, what does this mean? What does this mean?" And he doesn't like shit on her for it. He just explains it.
And he never gets irritated with her. Like as the movie goes on, like she'll keep getting his attention by going, "Hey Simon, hey Simon, hey Simon." And
It's so cute.
And he never, and he always just goes, "Yeah, yes." Like he never gets irritated with her.
It's adorable.
Well, so they go into town to.
Well, they have this basketball game, and this is when Simon also notices that there's been a dead cat in their on their lawn for like
This dead cat shows up a couple of times.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to this dead cat later.
I mean, it's a bit of a character moment for it's a bit of a character moment for Patty because she talks about how she's just been watching it because she's like, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. So it's another moment where you just see her interact with the world. You know what I mean? Like, while a lot of people would be disgusted, right? Because we're taught that like, you know, this is something that you shouldn't look at. This would be gross. She's like looking at it from a very naturalistic standpoint. She's like, oh, I'm just observing and learning how this shit works, you know?
Yeah, she's like, really? No. She's like, I didn't want it to be. Yeah. So, but you're right. It comes from this place of innocence of just learning.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, really? She doesn't know that.
Oh, but weird is cool. In your case, no. And then he does the classic, I'm fucking with you, which just, it turns around the scene. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I think he just realizes that like when she realizes that she's not being, or that she's being weird, that her like, you know, interest in the cat is like truly is innocent. So he like turns it around. He's like, oh, you know, I'm fucking with you. Like, it's not actually that bad. Yeah.
So they get on the bus. They're waiting for the bus, and then the police kind of drive by, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta get on the bus, quick!" And they get on there, and as it's driving away, they're like, "All right, we're safe." The tracksuit bullies,
Tracksuit mafia bullies.
Oh, Patty's, you know, got a fucking boyfriend, you know. They're saying all these slurs and horrible things, and Simon immediately starts defending her. He's like, "No,
yeah," he stands up for her.
Like, no, you know, you guys need to fuck off. And they're like, "Oh, is that so?" And it does this subversion where you think Simon's going to kick their ass, but then it card cuts to them.
He's like a cool punk guy.
I wish he did, but unfortunately,
dude, he gets his dick put in the dirt.
Yeah.
They beat his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a moment to show that he's not as hard as like he portrays almost.
So he goes to the like this corner store guy where he sells drugs at, and he says, "I'll give you everything in my pocket to let me borrow your truck for an hour." And he throws the drugs in his pocket to the guy, and the guy throws his keys. The guy looks at the drugs, and he goes, "Shit, I'll let you have it for the weekend." And then hard cut, they're driving fast, and he goes, "I drive fucking crazy." So it's so funny, such a great sequence. And go hard cut to the dead cat in the driveway, scoop it up, putting it in the trash bag, grabbing gloves, and out to the plan. Payback to the tracksuit mafia bullies.
And they see them at practice. They overhear them being like, "Oh, we're gonna be late to practice," so they know where they're gonna be.
Yeah.
And Simon's like, "All right, like get them over here, like lift up your shirt, like entice them over here." And she's like, "What? Okay," and she just does it. And then the two fuckheads are like, "Oh, okay.
Oh, coach, we'll just be." Yeah, they definitely want just. Aref pointed out fantastically that
they're very homoerotic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that they're just trying to use Patty as a vehicle to fuck each other. You know what I mean? They're the sashimi and the soy sauce, and Patty's the rice.
They lure them over to like an isolated part, like near like a equipment shed or something. Simon comes out. He knocks them out with the mini bat from the convenience store guy that he also borrowed. They strip them of their precious tracksuits, so they're just fully naked on top of each other. They pour the dead cat from the trash bag on top of them, and then just start taking pictures with their Polaroid. Like, just, you know, blackmail. It's so good. It's so good.
It's two pictures, and it's important because they're knocked out because he whacks him with the mini bat, and it's kind of funny. And he takes one picture, stuffs it in their mouth, and takes another picture and keeps it for himself, and yells, you know, like, you know, if you ever fuck with us again, I'll be sharing this picture around town. And then they, what do they do? They light something on fire.
They light the track.
Like a bunch of pads.
Yeah.
I thought they light the tracksuits on fire too.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they light the tracksuits. They put them on the pads.
Coach, I think the equipment shed's on fire. I only know the quotes because I literally watched it last night.
And then the coach, and then all the people come out, and they see, and then they see them, and they're like, "What is going on over here?" You know,
what happened?
their reputations are ruined. And then now Patty, and Simon are like hopped up on adrenaline. They're like, "Yeah, that was amazing.
That was awesome. Let's go."
And Patty keeps going like, "It's just like TV."
They're such a great team. And Patty
They
just rocks.
Still hopped up on the adrenaline is now when they go to her.
That's when they go to the pet store.
Yeah.
And surprise, surprise, there's somebody behind the counter. And dear listener, how can the pet store fire Patty because the minimum wage went up, but then hire another person to work the front counter? Make it make sense.
It's just discrimination, my friend.
This is so funny. Patty and Simon like come in guns blazing, and she's like, "Where's my check? Where's the check that you owe me?" And she grabs like a pricing gun, like but a paper one, like a sticker one. And it's so funny because she uses it like a gun throughout the scene, like asking for the money. But it's just a sticker gun with paper. It's so funny. Oh my god. And Simon's there to back her up. Yeah,
and you can see now she's getting the confidence through him to start demanding better respect from people, and
it's a thing of just like a little bit of honesty too, and kind of true colors, being yourself, because like obviously that's who Simon is. Simon wears his heart on his sleeve. You obviously know what you're getting with him in a lot of ways. Whereas with Patty, she's a little bit more repressed, but like she just needs a little bit more oomph to her to like let her be herself. And it's not, again, like she's the one doing any of this. It's the world around her because putting her in that box. And when she takes things by the horns, when it's her own, it really, shines, as we'll get to later.
So then, they demand the money back, and they're still hopped up on adrenaline. They go out to eat at a burger place, and they just leap in, go, ah! It's so funny. It's just they're so cute together. This is
great.
This is when the movie starts to really turn from like the kind of like like I said at the intro, like an assault on the senses to like a more kind of heartwarming I would call this movie a punk rock rom-com. Like,
oh, totally.
Yeah. No, it's a rom-com. It's a rom-com. Yeah.
I think this is when they go to the diner. The takeaway here is that a super cute thing happens between them where Patty says to Simon after all this, because they've had all these like little like very close sexual kind of like tension moments of like, will they, won't they, like what's his intentions, what's going on, but like the romance right now feels so natural and heightened. The cutest thing happens where they're just talking normal, because I think they're just talking about like their day and like all the stuff, and Patty goes, "Hey Simon," like she goes, "Okay, you can kiss me, I'll let you do it," and he's like, "Yeah." As he's about to like lean in for a kiss, thinks for a second, goes around, sits next to her, and they just start passionately making out. And it's like, oh, and it's great. And like, she's kissing him and he's kissing her. And then he's like, "You're a good kisser." Which is just, it's so cute that he's just so forward about his feelings and things like that. Like, even like the romantic ones, like, it's just great.
She has a great line with,
oh my god, that fucking and then yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's because of all the practice I have with Kevin," and he's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And then she's like, we're step siblings. We're not real siblings. We're not related."
But Kevin found that out recently.
He's believing her because he hasn't seen her like lie.
It's so good.
And she smiles. I'm just fucking
rubbing off on her.
It's so cute.
He does. He says that. Oh,
they switch lines. They had like the metaphorical switching of shirts.
If the movie hasn't won you over yet, it wins you here for sure. It has to. I mean, I don't know. And then one of the funniest scenes in the movie happens. Like, oh my god, they go back to Patty's house.
Before this even too, just a quick, they have a cute date at the arcade, like a little music montage. Yes. And what I really like about this scene too is that the only other time we've been in the arcade is when Simon is on his own selling drugs
Right.
to, the local youths. And he's just kind of there, like on business. I wouldn't say he's having a good time. He's just there to do work, right? Or, business, whatever. But this scene when he's with her, like he's like they're both having a genuine good
arcade,
time with each other. Like
it's so good. It's a nice little
at a place
montage.
should be having fun. Like they're having a fun
Right.
date, and it's set to this great. I don't know. It's one of my favorite little like heartwarming kind of parts of the movie. For sure.
It's such a beautiful part, and again, this movie is really well shot, and I think that like this part especially, like because it kind of like it's like the slow part in a fast song, or like like the bridge in like a punk song or something like that, where it like breaks down, and it's I agree, it's just a really awesome scene.
What's really funny in this scene is if you watch Patty play the games in the background, she is awful. She is so bad. She's
good at whack-a-mole.
She's good at whack-a-mole.
But also, what's so sweet about that scene too is that whenever she's playing a game, he's just looking at her.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, oh, it's so cute. Like he's just looking at her. He's just like,
because she's displaying raw emotion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he knows that what she's what she's displaying is what she's feeling. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he appreciates the most about her is that authenticity.
He breaks into the machine to just steal a roll of tickets to get the big teddy bear for her.
Oh, right, to get the big teddy bear, which then leads.
It's crazy that the cops come into the scene. They fucking shoot him.
That's not true.
You stole the tickets.
That's not true.
So they go home. Trevor was right. They go home, and what's waiting at home, Trevor?
Well, it's just really funny because it's very apparent that Kev is like, well, he's searching through the fridge. He's not wearing pants, and Patty and Simon are like, where are your pants? What's going on? And he's like, oh, Lily came over. I think her name, or I forget what her name is.
Kevin's love interest.
Yeah, Kevin's love interest, I guess. And he's just like, oh yeah, Lily came home, and everybody had some of her special brownies. And Simon and Patty are like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, marijuana. And then like Lily is there, and she's like, hey Kev, like, you coming? And then Simon's like, why does she not have pants or underwear on? What is happening?
Yeah, she's cooter out. She's straight cooter out.
But also props to Kev, good for him. He's figuring himself out, and he's obviously chill. Yeah, and he's also like,
sinking the pink.
What are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, we went to the arcade, and they're like, okay. And they go and talk to Patty's parents, and this scene happens where they're stoned out of their mind, and they're watching, like, I forget what they're watching, but it's just, chocolate ear, like how chocolate is made or something. And it's just so funny. They're stoned out of their mind, like, yeah, how you doing? What's going on?
And it's even funnier that this is the last time we see these characters.
Good riddance.
Yeah, they all stay there.
A fucking Mary Lynn Rashkub, I think that's how you say her name. Patty's mom.
Yeah.
She's never looking at a character. Whenever she's talking to somebody, she's looking
at the TV.
She's looking 20,000 miles behind.
She's looking at the viewer. She can see past the camera into the eyes of the. Oh, it's so good.
It's so funny. It's like it's some of the best like out of your mind high weed portrayal I've ever seen, because she's just like. She's just like,
we told you you can't go because the strobe lights. Oh, there's not gonna be strobe lights.
Okay.
We talked about this already. You're not going.
Oh, and then the dad is like, oh no, honey, that's a rave. And she goes, oh, and then she's like, oh, like, what do you know what a rave is? And he's like, yep. It's something like that. I forget what it is, but he like, alludes that he knows what a rave is.
Dad's in a different galaxy.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally.
He's in chocolate. He's in chocolate.
Dude could barely handle paprika or something, and he's just struggling.
Well, and they won't be the only ones
cumin.
Stoned before heading the hay, because they go upstairs and to end the day, because Simon got hit earlier by the dweebs. He asks to have Patty's drugs Sunday to Monday, like her little drugs in the
her like medicine.
Yeah, her medicine for like whatever she's got going on and she needs to take, and he takes it and then he sleeps for 11 hours. And
He's like,
there's
what's in?
he's like you take those once a day. It's so funny, like, oh my god. And it's kind of like this funny thing about, like, yeah, like some people do like drug up, like, you know, like it's a little bit of critique on that. It's just a little funny. Dinner in America, punk rock.
Dinner in America, baby. So then she's like, "Hey, Simon, like, can you drive me to my job interview today?" And he's like, "All right, yeah."
My mom circled all the good ones.
China Hut.
At the
China
China
yeah,
Hut.
that's right. Oh, that was another. That was an important part too of like the like. Oh yeah, my mom circled all the important ones like dishwasher.
Yeah, all the good ones. Dishwasher. Oh, I think I can make it up to line cook.
Yeah, it's all like low level like positions.
And that's another example of how her parents see her. Like she'll never be beyond this, essentially, which is fucked up. She can't be. She's not going to be like that.
Yeah, it's like that expectation of growth, almost like not manifested.
But Simon's like, all right, yeah, let's get in the car. So they get in the car, and then they're driving around, and then she's like, Simon, are we going in circles? Like that's like the third time I've seen those gnomes. And he's like, I'm just driving around to make sure it's safe. And she's like, safe for what? And we see this big, like, rich person, fancy house. Yeah, like a mansion. He's like, I need you to go up there, just, you know, knock on the door.
Scope it out, see if anyone's there.
Say your dog's missing or something. They're basically scoping out this house if anybody is in there. And she's like, oh, like, okay, you know, whatever.
Can I name the dog?
Yeah, she goes, can I name the dog Chomby?
Chomby.
Sure, go for it.
So they go down to like the exit, like the door that goes from outside.
It's like a side door to a basement. Yeah.
Yeah. And he has a key and he's opening it and we still don't know what this place is yet, but
we're assuming it's like, some sort of crash pad like you alluded to earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he says Patty goes like, what is this place? And he's like, I stay here sometimes. And she's like, oh, okay, you know. And so, and in this basement, there is tons of musical equipment. There's guitars, there's basses, there's drums, there's
things to record.
There's things to record.
Tons of stuff. And a big bed and all this. And
it's kind of like a little trap like room. And she even says as much. She's like, oh my gosh, it's like a trap like studio.
It's like a dungeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
And he makes a call to his bandmates too and confirms that, hey, we're doing the secret show tonight. We're not doing the Alliance.
Not the Alliance show, and the other guy's gonna come to the recording guy.
Because he wants he convinces bandmates to say, hey, bring the producer to our secret show, show him that we're worth ourselves. Like we're not just gonna be Alliance, you know, openers. We can be our own thing.
Yeah.
So his bandmate's like, sure, yeah, we'll see you then. And then this is when Simon is like, all right, Patty, I need to be honest with you. He's like, I'm going to level with you. I am John Q. And she just laughs in his face. She's like,
you're just fucking with me.
So, and famously, John Q wears a ski mask when he's on stage, so no one knows who he is.
The ski mask of all shows he's ever played. It has the blood, sweat, and tears of every song.
He's like, smell this. Like,
I do have to say, I think this seems really frustrating for like when he's like trying to tell her that he was John Q.
You think it goes on a little too long?
It's just like, why would your first instinct be like, oh, here's a ski mask? Like, of course you wear a fucking ski mask. Everybody fucking knows that. You know, you have the smoking gun.
It's the next thing fucking letters, dude. I mean, to be fair, it is the next thing he does because he does pull out the letters and her eyes go wide-eyed.
Oh my god!
Like, oh, but and I want to point something out here that I noticed on my second rewatch. It is apparent at this moment, very, very apparent, and obviously he says so later on, but like. Very early on in the movie, when he grabs the letters, in the backpack is more letters. He hung on to letters. He's been hanging on to letters this entire time. And if it's not apparent, he shows her, like, look, here's letters, and it's even more than he grabbed.
And this is also where she's been stuffing these pictures of herself, you know, touching herself to you know to in these letters. And this is when it's like,
revealed. Yeah,
like, dude, I've been getting off to these. like he's
Yeah.
into it.
And you've been writing me lyrics
He's like,
that are beautiful.
They have sex after he proves to her that he's John Q. And then,
well, before that, really quick, like what Ryan was kind of getting at, I think an important part of that conversation is that Simon says, like, you wrote these letters like all by yourself, and but something that Ryan was like getting at just now, is like he says like these love letters you're sending, like they're not just love letters, they're these beautiful like pop power ballads, like it's poetry. It's poetry, and it really shows that like
power pop.
Like
ballads,
he's not just a snob for like all kinds of music. Like he appreciates any kind of music or art if it's true and honest, and he sees truth and honesty in her. And it's like he's like, no, this is brilliant stuff. And then they have sex for the first time.
It's also super important that when they first get to the pad, that she goes to play the drums and she's awful at it, because she's like, "Can I play the drums?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." And then you maybe assume she might be good at it, but she just is terrible. Bang, bang, bang. Very, very not. Doesn't have rhythm.
And then after they have sex is when
who cares?
Is when
if they're
he's
drums.
like, "Hey, all right, let's record one of your songs. Like let's take one of your things and let's record a song together." And
from paper to audio,
and he chooses his favorite one, and they show his musical prowess by him doing all the music. He does the drum line, he does the guitar, he does all the stuff and mixes it together. And then the only thing left is the vocals. He gives it to Patty and is like, "Here, sing this one. Like, just take this, give it your best shot."
She says she's more of a singer after
she does say she's a singer. Yeah, she does say she likes to sing. And I remember when we were watching it, you guys were like taking bets. You're like, "Oh, is she gonna be bad? Is she gonna be bad at singing? Like, is she gonna be good? I don't know." Like,
well, you're like, "What? Wait, where are we going?"
Exactly. I kind of held true until my second rewatch that like I kind of wish she was bad at singing, but I have a different view on that now. I'll discuss it after we talk about the song.
And I love that, like, there's a little bit of like, is she good at singing or is she good at music? Like before, which, kind of lends itself because like, obviously she was probably the one who took the music appreciation course. And then she was probably the one who dropped out because her family was like, music isn't a career. You can't do that.
Exactly.
I can't throw music for a touchdown.
Exactly. But she's super good at singing. And this is where I think this is the TikTok song. Is this the TikTok song?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I never crossed that.
Listener, if you're interested, definitely look it up. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's a
great song.
This is probably my favorite scene in among many fantastic scenes in this movie. But get your guys' take on this for sure. But this is probably my favorite scene in the movie because just watching him watch her sing.
It's like
so good. And it's a testament to both their acting, but like Kyle Gallner's acting in this is like, you can see the moment when he I'm in
give him
love
the
with
Oscar.
Her. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like
yeah.
No, we have to give her the Oscar.
Yeah, well, both. All of them.
Give him editing.
No, and I mean for real, I'm with you just because like it is beautiful. This is where like the movie is, if not in bloom, has blossomed. You know what I mean? So like it's just like, I don't know. It's so good.
So then, they do their song and they're like kind of basking in that for a second, and then all of a sudden we hear Simon and this rich looking white lady comes down the stairs.
Yeah,
and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Hey, Mom."
It's revealed he doesn't come from true punk roots.
He comes from rich white land.
Suburban parents.
Socialite roots. Very waspy. Just kind of waspy. Another Dinner in America kind of, vignette of, little like socialite kind of like social family dynamics, because like immediate cut Dinner in America round what round are we on at this point? Yeah, round 6, 7, I don't even know. But what's so interesting about this is that there's so many people here, and a lot of them are removed from each other in different ways that like it's like, why are you all here? It's not like the core family unit. It's like it's his family. It's like his mom and dad, and then it's like his sister's husband and their 2 kids, and then his other sister, and then eventually his other brother, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
Is his young it's his younger brother that comes in, Danny. Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, but I just mean that like it's very interesting that there's so many people to this, and like then he kind of picks a fight with like his sister's husband and with the kids with the cursing.
It's very, and we get a good sense of like why he is like he is a jackass. He is a rude person.
He's stubborn.
A stubborn person, but also you can see that growing up they never really tried to like reason with him. They always just kind of saw him, we can assume, as like, oh, you're the problem child, you're the disgrace on our family. Like
they keep thinking he's a junkie, and not one point in the movie does he ever do drugs. He only drinks beer and smokes cigarettes.
He takes Patty's drugs.
Well, he does take her Monday through Sunday.
My bad. Yeah, that's right.
And he does take pharmaceutical.
Functioning junkie. He's a functioning
for the name of science.
Yeah, he's not like a junkie, I guess. He's a heroic junkie.
He's a user,
but they keep being like
a junkie.
But like the sister is like the biggest proponent. Like, oh, mom, like he's a disgrace. He sucks, you know. And she's freaking out.
Which it's kind of interesting. You see that there, and you see where his personality comes from, because like everybody at the table's lying about him.
No one asks him a single question.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's a bit of like I have a bit of a parasocial relationship. I'm joking. I have a bit of analysis here. It's not explicitly said, but it really feels like they judged him externally from maybe his more rash attitude, and like started making it's just like kind of like built this narrative around him that wasn't him. So he kind of responded by being authentic, purely 100% of the time.
Kind of just like how like Patty's family put her in a box and just like kept doing that, you know, like they obviously put him in a box and, you know, left him in that box.
And getting the bigger context of him with his family,
exactly,
really heightens the whole, like the scenes that he has with Kevin, where he, again, it's like I think he's talking to himself in a way. Like he's like, you know, you have it pretty fucking good here, kid. You know, like he knows what it's like to come from, you know, like a wealthy family, like. And clearly your family loves you, you know, Kev, like mine didn't, you know, in a way. So like, I think having that kind of I think it all kind of mingles pretty well, I think, once you have the context, I think.
Right. Oh, totally.
And then Patty outbursts when they're all yelling at each other, and she's like, why are you guys so mean to Simon? He's nice. He does nice things for me, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, and this is when the sister...
you've been brainwashed, sister.
This is when Simon's sister is, like, way out of pocket. Because, yeah, she says, like, oh, you're brainwashing her?
Oh, totally.
So she straight up is like, oh, you're not, like, the brightest bulb in the shed or whatever. Or, you know, whatever she says.
Like, just out loud.
And immediately Simon is like, hey, don't call her that.
Just
like,
so
don't,
fucked up.
Fucking be nice to her. Like, respect her as she's a human being.
Yeah, don't patronize her. Don't.
Well, that's when he does the third swear word and gets his, the sister's husband all pissed. Don't sit, buddy.
And I do really appreciate this, and I think this movie's a little ahead of its time, kind of,
agree.
Especially with like depictions of autistic people, because with depictions of autistic people, right, they're always almost shown like as being incapable or like mentally deficient, right? But she, like, moments before this dinner, obviously is exactly, is she's shown to have a moment of genius and how she has expression in ways that's like atypical to normal conversation, which is what living with autism is, right? It's you are in this world and you think and you express yourself in a way that's different than what is built for the neurotypical people. It's not that you're mentally deficient, right? It's just like you operate in a way that society doesn't like.
They won't accommodate.
That doesn't accommodate for. It's really cool because in this scene you see a direct expression of that with his sister, where she says, "Oh, you're not the brightest bulb," right? And Simon gets really upset about it because he doesn't see her as being any less than. He just sees her as being different. And he just literally maybe an hour ago witnessed what he would consider to be genius. You know what I mean? Especially to him.
Well, and I also love the commentary too that like it kind of speaks about like opportunity and things like that. I think in a way too of just like, you know, how many people are out there that have these amazing voices that never get the chance to, you know, ever get the chance to show them because they get put in these boxes regardless of whoever you are for whatever reason, you know. That's another thing, just, you know. But it's really important, this brightest bulb thing, because the next scene that directly happens after this, because this is my favorite scene.
Yeah, this is tied up there for me too. Like this scene is just so it's like heartbreaking, but then it's so heartwarming.
It's so
too,
good.
like at the time.
It's heart melting. It's the war. It's however warm you can get your heart. It will melt.
It will melt. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
They're driving back, and he's like, "So that was my family." Like, and and really quick too is that we do get introduced a bit to his brother Danny, who seems like the most normal, like
the most normal
one that gave him a key.
Yeah.
Well, he's like the closest in age to him as well.
Yeah.
So they're probably pretty close growing up anyway.
And they're all like, "Why are you guys freaking out?"
Yeah.
Also, hey,
Oh,
Simon.
hello. and Danny's like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Danny." And she's like, "Oh, I'm Daddy," you know.
Yeah.
But she's
so as we're leaving, Danny's
but
cool.
she's clearly distraught, and she goes, you know, "Hey, Simon," and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Am I Arsler?"
Yeah.
He immediately, like, again, another reason why his acting is so good is like,
it's
Kyle Gallner
so
never
good.
hesitates.
Yeah, insert car screeches.
He pumps the brakes, and he goes, "You listen to me right fucking now,
Physically and metaphorically.
You listen to me right fucking now. Like, you are not. Don't ever call yourself that. Do never say that. You are punk fucking. You're a punk fucking rocker. Like, that's what you are." And I'm just like,
because it truly is like, you know, not only did all these people put this box on her, but like she can have the power to break it, and just, you know, like that's what punk is.
Being true to yourself.
Yes,
and, you know, it's
exactly
not caring what anybody thinks. Like you're just gonna keep being you, and I think that's fucking beautiful, dude.
It's such a good scene. And right after that, she goes like, "Simon," and you know, yeah, and you know, can we go on our date?
Like,
yeah, we can go on our date. And their date is the secret show.
I thought it was can I be your real life girlfriend now?
Oh, also that too,
because they were music
boyfriend and music girlfriend.
So cute.
It's so cute, which is a reference to her letters, and it's just such a heartwarming.
So they go to the secret show, and the sleazy record producer's there, and he's like, I got a lot of money running on this gig, you know, he's like that kind of guy. And Simon's like, no, we're not going to be playing with the Alliance. Fuck you. And so they do the show. And there's this great thing where he's like, I'm dedicating this song to my music girlfriend. And they're just like all up, like the camera's just right up in each other's faces, like back and forth. Like they're just staring at each other during this performance of
the song's
doing
for
her
you,
favorite
babe.
song, which is Dinner in America.
Dinner in America.
But halfway through the show, the cops show up, and it's revealed that his bandmates sold him out for the reward money.
Which is so not fucking punk, bro. You know what's punk? Making out with your punk rock boyfriend through the fucking cop car window.
Which we forgot to bring up. She has friends that were going, so she does have friends.
Yes, she does have friends that.
Which, by the way, I don't know if this was intentional, but like, it felt like the way it was framed, it almost made it feel like it was a joke in a way, where because earlier in the movie she's like trying to convince. Well, no, I guess I take it back a bit, but my interpretation at first was like, she was making people up, like, oh, Sissy and Karen like said like they want to go to this show or whatever.
Well, and her mom's like, I haven't heard that name since elementary school. And I'm with you. Like, I imagine that she found out that they were going, but then also like loves that band. So
and then, but then it turns out like, oh, hey, Patty, and it's like, hey, Sissy and Karen.
Yeah. Hey, Sissy, hey, Karen. Were you just making out with your punk rock boyfriend through the cop car window?
Johnny Q.
Yeah,
cute. He got arrested after the first song,
and it's badass. They're good friends because they're like, "Hey, we're gonna start a riot girl group. Like, you want to join in?" And she's like, "Yeah."
You want to be our singer?
And then the closing,
which is like, that's the thing. It's like she can be in a successful riot girl band if you know, and you know, it's great that Sissy and Karen finally see that, you know.
And then the last little kind of epilogue here is we get Simon is in jail. We don't really know for how long. But he is in jail now, and it's
But the idea is not
No,
forever.
he'll get out eventually.
He's sending her letters in the same black envelopes that she sent him.
J&Q, yeah.
And he's basically saying, like, yeah, thanks for the notebook. I'm writing a bunch of material. Like, look forward to when Danny can, like, bring you up again sometime. So Danny's, like, driving her down to the prison to visit. It's based as hell.
And mind you, at this point, listener, she's wearing clothes. She's wearing clothes that
goat,
like
bro.
actually
Danny's
like fit her, like make her look nice, like aren't just like a t-shirt and shorts, like it's like proper.
She feels confident. She looks confident.
And her jacket and Simon's
jacket. She
brings
brings Simon's jacket too. That's right. And then the movie, she's on the bus, and these two girls start calling her names and slurs again. You think she's going to ignore it, but she stands up and she just decks the girl in the face.
And then she listens to her own song on the fucking Walkman, bro.
In the ski mask.
As we fade into the sky. And the movie ends.
There's just like, there's so many cute elements at the end. She is like completely comfortable, like going to, because she runs some errands for Simon while he's in jail. Like she goes to the drug dealer's house who has a guard friend. Yeah, and then the guard friend, she like gives money to the drug dealer who has who then forwards it to the drug friend, or to the drug dealer who then forwards it to the prison guard who like then gives Simon Q the last dinner in America, or Simon the last dinner in America. He gives him like steak and stuff like that. Which is better
so
than,
he says like, oh, it's funny that you have to go to prison to get a decent meal in America, but it's also funny because like it's a peach cobbler that the drug dealer's family makes that they give to the security guards at the prison. And so the security guards bump him up.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's a joke. It's almost like a joke within a joke, right? Because you have this prison guard who's like, locking up people and his fucking cousins.
There's also this like
drugs.
It is like prison mate is also this like weirdo dude that like kind of has like a weird sex thing, but like he also like protects him and he's like Jack.
He like rips a part of the snake off and gives it.
And he's writing a bunch of songs.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's so nice.
It's a really great ending
because it shows that he doesn't get away with what he did. Like he has to go to jail to serve his time, but there's hope for a better future.
I feel like that's kind of just representative of like kind of what happened in the beginning. Like maybe that little arson thing was just kind of like destructive tendencies of just like a shitty situation. But just once he meets Patty, he doesn't do anything quite like that other than the getting back at the bullies. I'd say
he won't put other people in danger, but he'll put himself in danger,
right?
Legal harm's way.
But yeah, it's really nice seeing Patty at the end there, like being fully capable, doing shit that even her parents wouldn't do. And it's having him show his soft side and showing him that like a lot of people who could be seemingly normal can be very authentic. And he opens up a little bit. It's very, very sweet. It's very sweet. This whole movie plays out like a fucking like expertly written Tumblr fan fiction.
It is like a short story.
I don't know. It's one of those like young adult. Yeah, it's like one of those young adult novels, but like put to life, but like way better than like I don't know. It's like the coolest young adult novel you can ever read.
Trevor, why don't we start with you? What would you rate Dinner in America?
Dinner in America gets a 9 for me. I loved this movie. I loved every bit about it. I just don't give it the Trevor certified 10 because I need to be polarizing on this podcast and save my 10s for those movies that I really love. But this is easily this is a movie that's in my top 20 easily. There's just so much about it that I just think is so awesome and just can resonate with so many people. I'm not a punk rocker at heart. I've just never been. But at the same time, like this movie goes to show that anybody can be in your own certain ways. So it's just amazing. And I love it. And it's an essential watch for me for sure. It's going to be on the list of, you haven't seen that? Oh my God, sit down and watch this movie right now. Because it's just
shaking you. It's
just that good. And I'm glad I did that with my girlfriend because she ended up really liking it. And shout out, it definitely gets the Alex seal of approval because she she has great taste. And she said that this is definitely a movie that she would have liked if she watched it earlier in life. She said that she would very much like this movie if she knew about it earlier. It very much fits to her style and her taste because she's very, into movies that are similar to this. So I knew that it would be a slam dunk for her and she really enjoyed it. Ryan, what did you think?
I thought this was a cute, quaint movie, and I'm gonna give my score right away. I'm gonna give it a 9. I like this film because it's a nice, tightly written story. It's very funny. I guess I need to watch it again to see if I could pick up on other things that other people brought up today. It's a really nice movie. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. Aref serves it up.
I'm gonna also score it pretty early, but I'm giving it a 9.5. I really like this movie. I'm docking half a point because a USA Blu-ray does not exist for this film, which is really fucking annoying.
Trackcast donations open, accepting money for a Blu-ray digitizer. We can make some good stuff happen.
Anybody got a stack?
But yeah, I give it a 9.5. A couple points knocked off. Okay, so first of all, I do want to say like this is like an expertly crafted character study that kind of explores horseshoe theory of two people on the opposite end of what you would be like the expression spectrum being way closer than you would think. And it's really adorable. It's a rom-com. I'm like squealing the entire time. That being said, I do think they could have delved a bit more with their interactions with the outside world, so I'm knocking off a tiny bit. But I still absolutely fucking love it. And it's not only I think not only is it going to be one of my regular movies that I want to watch, but also Bree's. Bree said it's now a movie on her comfort list. So, watch this movie with your significant others. Christian.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm obviously a little biased. I'm sorry. This is my movie that I brought.
Dog brought.
You're allowed to be king.
I think, and this is something I didn't. I guess I kind of forgot to talk about earlier, but like, I do love punk music in general. I really like the punk scene. I like punk music. I like the punk ethos, even if I don't, myself, I guess dress or present in that kind of traditional way that you think of when you think of punk music.
It's better to be an enjoyer than a poser.
True, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a part of.
Hey, you're just like Patty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you just have to date Johnny Q.
I would love to date John Q. You kidding me? I'd
kiss
give
him
a
on
big
the lips.
smooch. No, I think that's another reason why this movie resonates so well with me is that it's like it really hammers home the idea that like the punk ethos is like just being yourself. It doesn't have to be a box, which is exactly what this movie kind of goes against. It appeals to my sensibilities and taste in film of being weird and off-putting in like the early stuff, but then also kind of gradually becoming this very sweet rom-com, this very like it's a movie that when
there's nothing tonally like it.
It's a movie that like it almost forces you to win itself over with you. You know what I mean? Like
totally.
And I think for a movie to do that is quite a good feat, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to think about it a bit, but this might I think this might end up being like in my top 10 of all time. Like I think this is one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. So I think I have to give it I'm going to follow Aref's lead. I'm going to give it
6.
I'm going to give it a 6.
I'm gonna give it. It's all right.
Give it the same.
That being said,
it's on the same par of Dead Silence. Yeah, man. No shit on Dead Silence. No shit on that. I like Dead Silence, but no, this is a 9.5 for me. This is a 9.5. I fucking adore this movie so much.
Is there anything else we should talk about or go into? Sorry, I'm loopy.
You're fine.
Send it to our send a physical copy to our PO box.
Yeah. If any of our listeners are close personal friends of Adam Carter Reimeyer, are close personal friends of any executives at the following: Beehive, Burn Later Productions, PSH Collective, High Frequency Entertainment, Atlas Industries, and Covert Creative Group, send them letters, send them Trackcast demands the Blu-ray physical release of this film.
We would really appreciate that. That would be fantastic.
Or you could send us like a VHS version. That'd be cool too.
Oh yeah, VHS release would be cool.
Very
so many fucking people are like, "Oh, this movie slept on. This movie slept on." But that movie's fucking awaked on. At the end.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. And if you're not ready to be woken to it, then
exactly. Now, Dinner in America, that movie's fucking slept on. Okay.
Yeah.
Out of that statement is a certified track true statement right there.
True.
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 The yarn you be spinning be true.
About dinner.
That needs to be dinner.
I need a edit of True Tom Hanks like staring at a fucking statue in that area, and it's Patty, like you know.
This is the true.
Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to another episode of today's review of Sordid Cinema, otherwise known as the Trackcast. Catch you around next time, and be sure to mail us at our P.O. box, and make sure you make it out to Johnny Q's. Leave a like, a follow, and a comment. Please engage with us and let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. And
no pictures of you.
Oh yeah, nothing. Yeah. No, please.
Yes, no pictures.
Yeah, no, please don't. Have a great rest of your day.
Enjoy your dinner.
Well, it's warm.